And welcome back again, folks, and my delivery of my Tru-Oil has shown up. Furthermore, I'd just like to also say I did have an initial problem with the staining of the guitar. I had to actually go back in with 800 grit, and I re-wet sanded it all down, which happened to actually give me better coverage, better exposure to the wood so that the stain could actually take. So I now have that done. Also, you can maybe see it a little bit there at the top, but I have actually re-cleared the headstock. Again, too many people are a fan of probably poly or whatever, but in this situation, if there is actually nitro underneath, and considering this is going to be a player grade guitar, it doesn't really matter a whole hell of a lot. So anyways, 3-ounce Birchwood Casey Tru-Oil. Unfortunately, you cannot get the 8-ounce bottles here in Canada. It's stupid that you can get 3 ounces, but you can't get 8. And you can't get the even larger ones of it either. So, okay. So in regards to the Tru-Oil, again, if you've never known how to do the Tru-Oil, take the cap off, and this seal here is very, very important to if you buy it, because once you break this seal and if air gets to it, it'll automatically start to polymerize. Yeah, sorry. So basically this Birchwood Casey Tru-Oil that they've been using on guitar stocks and more, gun stocks, and as of in probably the last decade and a bit, it's been used in guitar finishing. It's basically linseed oil that with a few other chemicals, it becomes polymerized, and the curing time on this stuff, depending on the humidity in the place and so forth, can be anywhere from 2 weeks to 1 month. My previous problem with dealing with this was it was in the winter, so that's why I'm kind of glad that I can start this now in November while there's still some warm weather before it gets too cold. That will probably allow me to have at least 2 months or so of curing time before I start putting the hardware back onto the guitar once I've done everything. So, again, with the seal, the thing you want to do the most is only like a little pen tip pen. Just pierce a big enough hole in the top of the Tru-Oil that you can allow it to get it out. Now, with my other project that I did this on, the used Tru-Oil on, the made in Mexico 95 Stratocaster that I basically killed, I did most part by the finger method, which again is the other nice thing about this stuff, is it's very bio-organic, and it's not very harmful. You can push it onto your fingertips, you can put it on your fingertips and apply it over the body, which also helps to get it more into the pores and such. This time around, I am going to, because of the nature of this being a first application, I'm going to try some of this like shop heavier tier cloth to apply it, and it'll kind of make it a little bit quicker, and hopefully you'll see the end result initially. So unfortunately the lighting isn't too great for some reason. It's getting taken out here even though I get the light source up here. We'll start the process, and I will probably speed up the video at this point forward. But first, just take the bottle and just take just that much, and we will start. Also, when you're not using it, make sure to place the cap back on and give the plastic bottle a little bit of a squeeze to make sure there's no air locked in when we do it. So let's start at this end and start rubbing it in. This can be applied, and the minimum dry time to it is about 2 hours. So just gently and carefully, with some pressure, start rubbing it in. And the other weird thing about this Tru-Oil, just making a note of this right now, is that the odor of it kind of has a fishy kind of odor to it, which is very, very strange. And you can't see it, but you can a little bit. I'm already starting to run out of oil, so don't want to get too far ahead without running out of the oil here. Just to show, some of your dye will come off onto your rag. We'll start back down around here. As you rub it on, you should actually start to see it loosen up the grain. So here's what the rag looks like, and I've done 2 heavy coats, or relatively heavy coats, rubbed in really good, and I will lift up the guitar here to give you a better idea what it looks like here. And as you can see here, the grains are already, the grain of the mahogany is already starting to pop out. I'll probably have to do around, I'll say probably 10 coats, probably build up on the sides, or on the top, the sides and the back, as well as on the back of the headstock and the neck as well too. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the little journey here on the modifying / remaking of the guitar, and I'll see you guys again later with another video of the process. Bye for now and take care.